Hi guys, welcome back to my channel for June Current Household, the June Current Household I should say. And yeah, you may have noticed that we are picking up right where we left off in the Navarro household, aka Lacey. And if you knew in the last part, wow, I haven't done one of these in a while. Last current household, things between Lacey and her husband Beau sort of disintegrated, and yeah, obviously they divorced and everything, and then Lacey is now married to Mr. Jacob Hollingsworth. Like, he's an elder now, and so is she. She just aged up, and obviously because I'm playing in a different household, her daughter's household, Natalia, I missed her birthday, so I forgot her birthday, but what can you do? So here's Josh. He is Josh. Did I just call him his son? Yeah, Jacob. He's got a son called Josh, and I'll explain that in a little bit. But yeah, so here he is, and they got married just like a while ago. She was still an adult, but he was an elder. And yeah, what else has changed? Obviously, you can notice that Natalia is no longer in the household because I'm playing with her separately. Here is Lacey. She is an old lady now, but she is still absolutely flawless. We'll let her use the toilet, and all this sink needs a clean. But yeah, so I'm playing with Natalia now and everything. So sort of like I said to you last time, I think that once my Sims like lifetime is established, like they where they're heading in their life, I sort of pick up with the next generation, and it's just kind of fun like that. So now I know Lacey is like, content in her life. She is now married to Jacob, and everything is going well between them two. So I've left her, and yeah, I'm playing with Natalia. I'm sorry, I just can't talk today. I don't know why. And obviously, you know that Lacey had her 3 little. Why don't we get? Hello, who is sleeping here? Go here. And obviously she had Natalia first, and she had triplets, all with the Beau. So these are all Beau's kids. She's had no other kids. She had no kids with Jacob because he's got 3 boys. They're all adults, his sons. But well, yeah, I'll tell you in a minute. And Lacey is what do I say? What was I gonna say? Wow, I really apologize. This one is just I just can't talk today. I don't know why. Probably because I don't know why. I apologise. But yeah, Lacey is just sort of, yeah, all of her boys are grown up. They're now young adults. So we have Nico. Let's change into an everyday outfit. Nico is the oldest. And actually, I said in the last part, I thought Neil was the youngest. I looked at this, and then obviously I put these in a specific order. Nolan is the youngest. So I don't know why he is here and he is there. Not even in alphabetical order. I don't even know why. But have you changed your outfit, boy? So yeah, like I said, the boys aren't going to be staying here for long, so you're pretty much, they're still in their teen bedroom. I know, right? They're all sharing a room here, and this is Natalia's old room. And I haven't given one of them because I've decided I'm going to keep one of the boys in this house, so this is going to be their house. And I haven't actually decided whose that's going to be, because neither of them had relationships yet and everything. So I'm just going to kind of develop their lives a little bit more as well. So here we have Nico. He is actually a all-star. His professional, well, his dad's a professional athlete, so he sort of helped him get in there quite a lot and helped him work his way up far more quicker. He needs to get his fitness skill up though. We have Mr. Nolan. Why are you embarrassed? He is in the police force and everything, so he's going to be a top ranking officer. And then we have Neil. He is my little goofball, my little jokester. He is, and let's let everybody have a look at you, because these guys they're very handsome. He is a goofball type of thing, so I've kind of kept that in his personality. And like I said, they're still in their teenage room, but I'm going to move them out soon. I don't know which boy to keep in the house yet, but they're all very good looking Sims. Very good looking. Because they're these Altman genes. They are strong. Because only Nico is the only one that looks like a Navarro. Noel and Neil look like Altmans for sure. They look like Altmans. And like I said, I know it says every part, but seriously check out my December Current Household 2015, because that explains everything from like my first generation, because now I'm on 12 generations. Yep, you heard it first. I'm on 12 gens, and I explained everything from the start. I picked up, I think, on London Altman. I think she was the 7th generation where I started filming the Current Household, so do check that out, because I go into the whole detail of the family tree and everything. And then I also have on my blog, I have like detailed about Danica, my first sim, and everything, and where this all kicked off. So yeah, please go check that out. So he is in that. Lacey doesn't have a career because, like I said, she's grown the blackberries, and they make so much money, like so much. Oh, you can harvest all this and everything. So that's Jacob and everything. So not much, like I said, not much is happening in Lacey's life. I'm just sort of like developing it with her daughter Natalia, and Natalia's life is it's a mess currently. It's yeah, you're probably wondering where the murder part will come in that I've put in the title. So you know what? Let's jump right into Natalia's household, because let me tell you, boys and girls, yeah, that face says it all. That face says it all. Let's screenshot this. But yeah, let's jump into Natalia's house and I'll see you. Okay, so we are now in Natalia's household, and she is a young adult. Both all the triplets were as well. Her brothers are young adults and everything. So yeah, you may notice something. And if you've seen my May current household, you'll know that she was interested in one of Jacob's sons. So one of her yeah, before Jacob and her mum got married, she was interested in somebody. So they were actually stepbrother and stepsister, but they weren't blood related, so it doesn't really matter. And actually, they were together before their parents got married. So yeah, let me just throw that out there. So obviously, yeah. So let me just show you the house that she's in before I tell you the drama. This house, I can't remember who made it. I think maybe Hattie Sims, but I edited it like a lot because, like, I made it more accessible. The rooms were tiny and like really small, really just useless. So I really extended this. I decorated all this, and this room that the kids, yeah, I'm going to change this in a second anyway. This room is sort of original, and I needed to edit it quite a lot because there was just lights everywhere here, and I didn't really like, it was just too crowded and stuff, and I had to jiggle about with some stuff that she put move objects on and stuff. So I'm trying to put my own stamp on it because, yeah, I didn't have time to build a whole house. It's just a garden and everything. I don't want to give too much away, so I'm going to try and hide you from that side. But yeah, so if you know, she was with Natalia was very interested. That's just the garden. I like the garden, don't you? Natalia was very interested in one of Jacob's sons. She always had a crush on him. Not Jacob, one of his sons, when she was a teenager. And as soon as she grew into a teenager, a young adult, sorry, they sort of got together and messed about a little bit. She was dating somebody, and yeah, I don't want to kind of give it away. Oh no, it's going to be given away. Oh no, it's not. Okay, perfect. So she was dating Forrest Rocker when they were teenagers, and obviously as soon as she turned to a young adult and started dating Josh, then which is Jacob, one of Jacob's sons that she dated, she broke it off with Forrest, and he was heartbroken, and I don't think he's moved on yet. But their relationship wasn't that high anyway, so it doesn't really bother her. But yeah, so she ended up, I want to make sure it's the right name I'm saying, yeah. She ended up getting involved with Josh Hollinsworth. And everything was going really well. You know, she kind of liked him, like the bad boy kind of persona. And oh, by the way, her job, she is an assistant nurse, and she's late for work. Oops. But yeah, let me just keep it paused. She's assistant nurse and everything. And I kind of, in the last current household, I told you she was in the entertainment career. She was going to be a musician, but then she kind of changed her mind, decided to be a doctor. And it's kind of ironic because she's helping people, but when you find out what she's done, you'll be like, whoa, girl, you need to maybe go into like a mental asylum or something. But yeah, so she was with Josh for a while. They were happy, and they moved in together, and she got pregnant, and then they got engaged and everything, and they were happy and stuff, but he just couldn't really keep it in his trousers, if you know what I mean. And he was just kind of getting it on with a few different people, in particular somebody who you may know, and it will probably give it away, but I won't show you yet because I won't tell you. But sorry, but he got involved with Natasha Salvador, and if you remember Salvador's, I created Javier Salvador, so check that out on my channel. Carlos Salvador, and if you watched my, I think, February current household or March, you'll know that Paris had an affair with Carlos Salvador, who was married, and he sort of like told her to get lost basically when he found out she was pregnant because he was engaged. And so obviously she had a son, Brody Altman, not Brody Salvador, so that is Natalia's uncle. Actually, let me show you the family tree because that's not going to spoil it. So obviously Lacey, I keep thinking Lacey is there. But no, where am I going? See, Paris had Brody Altman. He is in the criminal career. He takes after his father's side, and actually his mother's side, because Channing Altman, so that's his grandmother. So London's Brody's grandmother. His great grandfather Channing was in the criminal career too, and so was his great-grandfather. So just bear that in mind. Remember Tyler Epson, I tell him all, he drowned, okay? And remember, this is kind of going to be a little bit familiar, so stay tuned. But yeah, so she had Brody with Carlos Salvador, which is here, and Josh. Oh, he had twins, by the way. There's twins everywhere. My gameplay, I keep having twins and triplets. Triplets twice I've had. Once for this generation and once in one of my old gameplays I used to have. So he had twins, boys. Oh no, girls, sorry. I didn't know that. Anastasia and Roger Altman. I'm pretty yeah, Roger, that's a weird name. Not a weird name. It just, I didn't think Brody would call his son Roger, but that's another story. No, there's nothing wrong with the name Roger, don't get it twisted. So Natasha is Brody's half-sister, but he doesn't like her, doesn't know her, hates his dad. Well, he's gonna probably kill him next, you know, I'm just saying, let's just put that out there. And, yeah, so, obviously, Josh, Natalia's fiance, had an affair with Natasha, and they woohooed a lot, and I wouldn't be surprised if she actually ends up giving birth to a baby. I don't know if she's pregnant yet, but, they did, try for a baby, and so I don't know if she may actually have a kid, so I don't know how that's going to turn out. And it's obviously going to be something Salvador, because I don't think the Salvadors will let anybody know what happened with the scandal. So yeah, so Natalia had actually ended up giving birth when she was still with Josh. She sort of forgave him for cheating on her, but she didn't really. She was still pissed about it for days. And then she still planned to get married. They still held their wedding, even though she was very angry from him cheating on her, understandably, and everything. So then she had their wedding and everything. They were going to have their wedding, and she ended up in labour on her wedding day. And I have screenshots of that, and I will try and put them in if I remember. And everything. They actually didn't end up getting married because she went into labour on her wedding day. So she's standing there in her dress, about to pop. So she did. So they ended up going to the hospital, and they actually never got married. Funnily enough, they never actually got married. Oh, look at her face. She knows what she's done. She feels really guilty, and I'll tell you what she's done. You might have already guessed. But yes, she actually ended up giving birth on her wedding day, and to little Miss Nyla Navarro and Nikki Navarro. They're twins, but they're not actually identical twins. They're actually fraternal twins. They don't look, because Nikki looks like an Altman, and Nyla looks like her dad, completely like her dad, completely like her dad. See, don't you think she looks a bit like Jacob, her granddad? So she looks like her dad and everything. So yeah, they just aged up yesterday, and I'm gonna revamp their room and everything. But yeah, so she ended up forgiving Josh, and he sort of was around when they were babies and everything, and he wasn't around all the time when they were babies because he was still cheating on Natalia, and she just kind of lost it. So at this point, they were still engaged, they weren't married, and she was like, you know what? Because if you know, Bo, her dad, cheated on her mum Lacey, and Lacey sort of let him go, and he went off and had his whole new other family and everything, and Natalia didn't want to be like her mum. She was like, you know what, no, I'm not going to be that woman that can just, she just kind of flipped out and be like, I'm not going to be that woman that's just going to sort of let him go off and do what he wants after doing this to me, after leaving me with two babies. And what does she do? What does she do, you guys? They have a pool. Oh, what does she do? She had the pool, and she drowned him, and there he is. Rest in pieces, jerk. That's what she put, Josh Hollingsworth. So the girls don't even have a chance to know their dad, because they were only still babies when their mum killed him. So there he is, Josh. So yeah, and you'd kind of be surprised that there's been everything's been kind of, there's been drama, there's been cheating, there's been affairs and everything, but there's not actually been a murder since. Let's go into London. Well, see my family tree, guys. It's epic. It's epic. But there's not actually been a murder since, where am I going here? Since Tyler Epson, he got murdered by his wife, Elena, what was her name? I forgot. Not with Alyssa. They were married, but he kidnapped her when she was pregnant with Channing. So again, watch my December current household. But yeah, Channing and Channing's stepmom, so Tyler's other wife. I might be able to find it here, her mum. Alana Altman. I know he messed around with the Altmans too much and everything. So yeah, so Channing and Alana teamed up and killed Tyler because he had an affair with Channing's fiance, Michaela, aka London's mum, aka Paris's grandmother, Lacey's great grandmother, and Natalia's great grandmother, and Nyla and Nikki's great grandmother. So yeah, so this is, I've loved, like I said, there's been so much drama. It actually hasn't been a murder since Tyler, so it's kind of been split. And you wouldn't think, you know, she's in the doctor career, and you wouldn't think that she would take someone's life, but she sort of flipped out, and I don't actually know what the consequences of that are going to be. She's got 2 girls and everything, and obviously her brother is a cop, Nolan is a police officer, so I don't actually know how that's going to go down. And Jack is Josh's brother, and he has another one, Jonathan, and obviously there's Jacob. You know Jacob, where is he? There's Bo, there's Nolan, yeah, so he's in the detective career, so I don't actually know this Natasha, she hates her. I don't actually know what's going to happen with Natalia. Will she get away with it? Will someone help her cover up? Will her brother help her cover it up? Because you just don't know. Because obviously they were never married and everything. So I don't know. I think, well, Natalia had most of the money, but Josh had some money too. And I don't actually know what's going to become of that. But she does kind of, sort of like her co-worker. He is a doctor, Rylan Bennett, and they're just good friends, and she sort of does have a crush on him, and he's married and everything. He has a kid, but with an older woman, but he sort of does like her too. But I don't know what's going to happen if he finds out that she killed someone or anything. Will he stop being friends with her, or will they end up having an affair and stuff? So I don't know, and I don't know what's going to happen because she's got 2 little girls as well, and I really don't know. Oh, by the way, Paris is still alive. She's like an elder. I think she's going to die like very soon. I used the potion of youth on her because I didn't want her to die yet. Because I love Paris and everything. So, yeah, that is that really. If you don't know who Paris is, and go check out all my last current household and stuff, because she's I love Michaela, London's mom. I just love all the Sims that I've played with. They're all like my favorite and everything. But yeah, I actually don't know what's going to happen with Natalia, because obviously, can we join you? No, we can't. Can you off to work? And the girls, I actually don't know what's going to happen with them, because, like I said, she killed someone. She killed the girls' dad. The girls don't even get to know their dad at all, so I don't know if they'll ever find out or anything. Let's turn on all the lights while we're here, because it gets kind of... So like I said, the house is like... You saw the house that I created. I sort of made it really colourful. I'm not hating on her or anything. I love her builds. They're amazing. But I just sort of like, this is too monotone for me, and I'm going to definitely start switching it out. I like a bit more colour in the houses. So the house that Lacey lives in, I built that. So go check out the speed build, because it's on my channel. Are you hungry too? No, you're okay. I used the toilet or something. Okay, the girls have no idea what's happened. And they probably start to ask questions of where their dad is and everything. So I don't know. And it's, I think Natalia's going to be haunted by the rest of her life. The fact that Nyla looks completely like her dad. Like, completely. Where are you going? Oh, you're going to the toilet? Okay, go to the toilet. And you're hungry. Oh, there's a plate of food. Oh. And after you can put that away, sweetie. But, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with everything, especially with Natalia. Will she get caught? Will she end up in prison? I don't know, because she killed someone. But Channing and Alana got away with murder, like, because they kind of made it look... Oh, speaking of the devil, that's Ryland's wife. Who is this? Jack is here? Wait, let me show you. That's Ryland's wife, Chloe Bennett. She is sort of related to Natalia distantly. She is Maddie Hughes' daughter, my Asian beauty sim that I did like for the diversity tag. That's her daughter. And yeah, so that's interesting. Who is that running around? I see someone running and I sort of recognize the person. Do I? Oh, I can't click. But who is that? Oh, Miracle Hyde is your Lacey's stepmom. Kaden. Oh, why are all the Navarros here? That's interesting. So Jack's here. That's interesting. He might want to check on his brother. Currently, nobody knows where Josh is. And that's going to get kind of interesting, because everybody's going to start wondering where Josh is, especially Jacob, because Jacob is Josh's dad and Natalia's stepfather. So, how is that going to work out? Because he for sure is going to be wondering where his son is. So, I don't know what is going to happen with that and stuff. No one ate that, did they? So, yeah, I really don't know what's going to happen with everything, because these girls are going to start asking questions when they're older. I'm pretty sure that they will. She looks so much like Natalia and Lacey and Paris and London when she was little. It's crazy. We don't have any pictures up in the house, and I can't even access them now. But I do have a picture of the twins. I took a selfie yesterday when they were little babies, and now here. Oh, so cute. I love these girls. And my twins, they're my favourite already. I like the last set of twins was, well, obviously we just had triplets recently. But let me jump into Paris. I think, yeah, obviously last set of twins was Paris and Johnny. And obviously the new set of twins are now Brody's kids and now Natalia's kids. So Nikki and Nyla are my 12th generation Sims. Oh, and Kate has had a daughter as well. He's a little Selena, so that's so cute. And his dad's dead, Lorenzo Penna, and everything. So he's a .com pioneer, so I don't know if you guys knew that. And so yeah, I'm on my 12th generation at the moment, and I can't believe it. There's Michaela. I miss London and Michaela and Paris. Oh my god, when she dies, I'm going to be so sad, and then Lazy's gonna go. Oh my god, but you know, Natalia has got 9 days to becoming an adult, so will she live that in her house with her girls, or will she live that in prison, you know? Are they going to school today? Oh, 24 hours. Oh, they have a day at home. You just don't know what's gonna happen with this crazy Altman family. And I know they're like Navarros, but I call them Altmans because they are Altmans. They came from Channing, and he was an Altman, and Alyssa was an Altman, his Channing's mum. It's just like, I'm going to be calling them Altmans forever because that's what they are to me. They're Altmans. Because it started off where, here, see, no, Alyssa married Christian Hyde, and yeah, so Michaela and Channing were also stepbrother and sister, and they got married, so yeah, that's kind of cool. They sort of liked each other when they were teens. But see, this is where it starts. Drew Altman, he was like Drew was a twin, that's it. He had a twin sister, Tegan, so there was twins there, and then Tegan and Drew were Candy's kids, and Candy is Olympia's daughter, and Olympia is Danica's daughter, and Danica was Elena's daughter. So yeah, there's a lot of Sims and everything. So I just love this current household, and I love this family. I love the Altmans. The Altmans actually came in from when Candy married Kingston Altman, and Kingston Altman is also the name of London's baby brother, who's passed away sadly, and yeah, that he got renamed after his great-great-grandfather or something. So that is that. So Altmans came in. So the Altmans have been here since like the 1, 2, 3, since the 4th generation. I've had Altmans, so I call them Altmans because they're strong and they breed like rabbits. So they'll always be Altmans to me, even though these girls are Navarros, because obviously Natalia and Josh never got married, so they would have probably been Hollandsworths and everything. So oh, they're so cute. I love these. Should I make this the thumbnail, you guys? I actually feel like it because they are so cute. Let's just take a little picture. Yeah, that's really it for this current household. One last glimpse of Josh. Here you go. There is Josh. He hasn't come back as a ghost yet because he just got murdered last night. And it's kind of funny because when he drowned, technically Natalia had an alibi because the gardener and the maid were both here at the time she was sleeping, and the girls were still babies in their cribs. So she actually has an alibi. She was asleep, fast asleep, and they were here when he drowned. So yeah, I don't know if she'll ever get caught. Will she get away with murder? You guys will just have to find out in July. But yeah, guys, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and give this video a big fat thumbs up if you want to see more current households. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next one I do. So take care, guys, and bye.